We've got several objectives running at once, and life on the farm is far from laid back as we move in some very busy months. And to prepare, we've got a dozen jobs to get done before July. So let's get started. We're picking up this episode with the second half of our grass work, and we're going to give the Deutz-Fahr a little love on the fields. Now that we have the new workshop, we can do a better job of repairing our equipment and keeping those maintenance costs down. The more expensive the equipment, the more it costs to repair and maintain. So in a way, it behooves the savvy farmer to use his cheaper tractors that are just enough to do the job without going overkill and pulling out the big gun machinery. Now, believe it or not, I did consider doing more with this grass than turning it into silage. I took a look at getting some cows or horses. I've always wanted some horses, and we'll have a pile of oats in just a few months, so that was a real possibility. With the cows, we could have just gone simple with some beef cattle, let them grow a bit, and try to turn around a profit. I still don't know if I'll get more animals, but right now we'll keep turning the grass into silage and get everything wrapped. Using the Anderson wrapper is strangely satisfying, but we'll put that toy away and tidy up the field. What I did is leave a couple bales on each field behind and unwrapped to make sure we don't run out of grass again this coming winter. If you recall, we didn't have enough cache of grass standing by and almost ran into a starvation situation with the goats. This winter, though, we'll be all set. We are teachable, so there's hope for the farm. That's all squared away. Let's take a quick look at the honey. Almost 2 pallets. It is extremely slow. But I may place down 4 more beehives at the new big field. That'll double our honey production and should move us from extremely slow to very slow. Unlike the pitiful dairy though, it's fine. I had low expectations for the honey. Now for a bit of grass rolling. This roller we have makes pretty short work of the fields, so we'll keep the Deutz-Fahr rolling and get this grass flattened down in no time. Rolling, done. What I noticed while rolling was that I left a nice strip of cut grass behind. The grass on the road should be plenty to finish the bale in the machine, and I welcome another grass bale for the winter reserves. The only problem with getting the road grass is that I'm left with another 2/3 of a bale. So we'll grab the front mower and get just a tiny bit more grass to finish it off. There, that'll do it. Let's drop that off, and now we can consider the grass fields done. The next task is one we only do about every 3 years, and that's to plant more trees. I got a little absent-minded and should have replanted our lodgepole pines right after we cut the last ones down about 2 months ago. The tree planter hangs off the back, so that's why we need to switch the weight around. If we had gone deeper into forestry in this series, I'd probably buy the planter rather than renting. We've got it, a fairly cheap rented planter and 40 lodgepole pines. We'll load one pallet directly into the planter and carry the other one on the tines. On the way back, we can get in a little fishing. My assessment of pole fishing in this game is that it's kind of difficult in that it requires a bit of skill and patience. The mechanic of how to do it is easy. The reward seems to be about right for the effort put in, so I think they did a good job. It's a way to earn a few extra dollars now and again, but I don't see anyone spending 2 hours fishing in an effort to blow up their bank account. All right, on to the planting. We'll place these right alongside the other stumps and try to keep things as orderly as possible. That's 40 trees. Beautiful. We'll switch the weight back around. It spends almost its whole life on the back and get this bonus bale stored up with the others. Between now and harvest time, the farm just has a lot of these interim chores going on. So what's next? Next is to buy a new shed. It should go very nicely right here next to the silo, and we're going to spend a little more money to get a stylish one. But I'll buy it after we pass the day into May. May needs a couple of jobs just so we don't pass the month straight into June. I like to spread out the small jobs across months where the work is lighter. Well, we missed the actual placing of the shed due to a camera operator problem and the wee bit of landscaping to blend it in. But you can see it. This matches really well with the silo, and I went with the 3-bay model rather than the 2-bay version. It holds more and didn't really cost that much extra. This sets us back about $17,500, but I really do like it, and it's getting its first use with these fertilizer bags. The next job is a bit of a surprise. Normally, we sell our short planks in June when the price is best, but we had a message pop up telling us there was a great demand for short planks over at the Playground Makers Hall. The great demands give us a great price, so we'll just roll with the economy and sell our lumber a month early. I might sell everything, but we'll focus on the short planks and get those loaded and sold first so we don't miss that great price. Great demand is still active, so we'll get over there right away and get them sold. But not with this tractor. I love the John Deere, but it'll barely pull this heavy trailer. If you add that up, it's over $37,000 for the short planks. While we're here, and remembering it, I'll push these couple dropped pallets into the hall's trigger. The Playground Maker's Hall probably has a pretty limited need, but it should take 2 more. There, another languishing chore handled. We'll get back to the farm and get more chores done. It's time again for the goats. Even though they're thirsty little buggers, when you think about it, they turn this fresh spring water into valuable milk, worth thousands. So yeah, I'll do this as much as we need. Let's park our first piece of equipment into the new shed. Fits perfect. I was going to pass the day to June and sell the rest of the milled lumber, but I just got another message that the goat barn spawn area is full again. A message we love to see. The 3650 is right here, so we'll do the same as before and just advance these pallets into the storage niche. We have 10 pallets here, 10 pallets up at the other pastures. They're going to be worth so much money when we go to sell. Both pallets of honey are also full, so we should move them too. The game doesn't give a readout on the honey pallet spawn area on how much it has or how much it'll hold, but I'll play it safe and move them. If a new pallet spawns immediately, I'll take it as a sign that it can store the honey just beyond what the pallets hold. Yes, a new pallet and 96 liters, so that's good. Now, we can really move to June and get closer to July where we'll have a massive harvest, the most we've ever done. All right, June is here, and let's take a moment to appreciate the detailed brick and mortar work of the new shed. Even the poured concrete foundation has that little horizontal line you get from the wooden form when you pour concrete. And even the little air gaps you get, because this concrete mortar job is clearly a farmer's handiwork and not that of a professional. Looks like something I'd do. We'll do the same with the long planks and beams as we did last month with the short planks, and I expect to get another payout that's really good. Another nice trailer of lumber, and we even got a couple more short planks. Let's get to the playground and hope they're still buying. We could make a lot of money here. We'll start with the actual playground, and there you have it, almost $40,000, and we still have the 2 short planks. If we don't completely wreck everything, we'll get those 2 over to the Playground Maker Hall. We're having the hardest time with pallets these days. Each one gave us $1,500, definitely worth the production. We have over $100,000, and what I'm looking to do, possibly, is buy this field near the workshop for about $155,000. It has oats growing, and if we could buy that field before the owner does the harvest, it would be great. We're still roughly $50,000 away, so it's not right around the corner. And really, the only thing to sell of that value is the goat milk, which would be a bad call. Goat milk is literally at its absolute worst price. What we can do now is park the John Deere in the new shed to break it in a little more and give over the day to July. July is going to be absolutely frantic. We have to harvest every field we own. The oats, the canola, and even all the grass. The harvesters, every tractor, and every implement will be on the fields, pulling, pushing, dropping, or gathering something. And we're going to need good weather to get it all done. So you don't want to miss that chaos in the next episode. A new field? A new bakery? Who knows what else will happen? See you in the next one.